Ready, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for some baseball. A first pitch that might rival Hanwha's pitcher directly into the dirt in front of the other batter's box. But yeah, so Hanwha is the bullpen has been doing exactly what I kind of thought it would be doing a couple of weeks ago, a couple months ago, when I talked about how the manager was overusing the bullpen so much that it was going to catch them up towards the end of the season. And well, at this point, it has caught them. They have not had a good a good week with the bullpen. Um, they just not getting it done. They're exhausted. So we'll see how much that continues. Uh, it's a thing where these guys are pitching more than they've ever pitched in a season before. You're running into a lot of issues. It's hot, it's muggy, it's gross, it's nasty, it's disgusting outside. You walk outside and you want to go back in and take a shower. But Hanwha's newest player, the all-time hit leader in the KBO, leading things off, Sonas up. Still DHing, not playing the field, and here comes the first pitch, and it's up high, ball one. So Chirino's out on the mound. Luckily, we've got an Hanwha expert in the booth for this broadcast on SBS. Hanwha's former manager that's made it, I think, might have made it like 2 days over a year. A nepotism hire that's failed miserably, and that's in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. And here comes the 1-2, slapped foul and out of play, and it stays 1-2. Torino's out on the mound. He's pitched much better towards after the All-Star break. His last three outings, 5 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned. A 6 innings, 2 runs, 1 earned, as that misses low and inside, 2-2. And then the Kia game before that, 6.2 innings, 3 runs, all earned. So hasn't pitched fantastic, but he hasn't pitched poorly either. So that is going to be at least a single, as that's going to drop in front of Kim Hyun Soo, and he is on base with a leadoff single for the away team. That's why he was brought in to get some hits. Oh, Sonos up had a hit in yesterday's game and an RBI. A hit now today in this game. If they can get him where he can play right field, they will be massively improved. And Liberato steps in now. Just misses outside, and it's 1-0. Liberato, 373 on the season, 6 home runs. Kind of a surprise. Didn't really see him as a home run threat or a stolen base threat. To me, before he came, once they announced, is that one is off the handle, and Moon Sung Ju will make the catch, and that's 1 away. So to me, he was a slightly slower but better contact hitter than Florio, and he's turned out to be, I would say, actually a better defender in the few games that I've seen of his. And next up is Mr. Clutch himself, Moon Hyun Bin. Yeah, and first pitch misses inside, 1-0. 150 on the old radar gun. Dun, 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 dun. Now, right here comes the 1-0 pitch, sets up on the inside, but Moon Hyun Bin calls time. Thank you, whoever that was. Moon Hyun Bin. Yeah, that's going to be a ground ball over Austin's head. Sonos Up is going to go first to third, and they've got runners on the corner and almost get Moon Hyun Bin picked back off over at first, but they've got runners on the corner now as Moon Hyun Bin comes through with another hit, second hit of the day for Hanwha, and that's going to bring up a no-shoe on. Huge situation here. Hanwha fans, normally they would be thinking, oh, here comes some runs, but yeah. Coming in now, the league leader in strikeouts, second in the league in double plays. As far as in this situation, first and third, he is hitting a 200 on the season with only one double play. So here comes the first pitch, and that's in there for a strike at the top of the zone on the old curvy bally. Being 237 on the season, 20 home runs, but again, most of those are of the solo variety. And here comes the 0-1 pitch, almost hits him. And 1-1. Against Chirinos, hitting 1,000 on his career. Again, Chirinos only been here in this 1 year, so. And the 1-1 sets up on the outside just above the knees, and he throws it in the other batter's box, and it's 2-1. Hanwha much better against righties than lefties. So Chirinos, on the other hand, does pitch better against lefties than righties. As that's going to be rolled over, third baseman grabs it, comes home, and he is out at the plate. Wasn't hit hard enough to turn two, and a great play by Moonbo Gyung is able to get Sonos Up at home. And now 2 away with runners on first and second. Fantastic play by Moonbo Gyung. Again, it was hit right into the dirt in front of the plates. And Moonbo Gyung coming in throws a home to Pak Dong-wan as Sonos Up was off on the play, looking back, and is easily caught at home. And that brings in Cheon Sung. Cheon Sung looks at first pitch in there for strike. Sonos Up is got a towel on his head. I don't know if he's upset at himself or what, but he had to go on that. It was a chopper. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's chopped to the third baseman who grabs it, throws across the diamond, and that will be 3 away. They get a couple hits, but can't get anything out of the 4 and 5 hitters as they strand 2. And that will take us to the bottom of thy first. So Hanwha able to get some base runners, but just not able to do anything with that. And they go 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position and leave 2 on. And that's not good for Hanwha. Home Song Bake out on the mound. To say that he's struggled would be the nicest thing I've said all day. He is more than struggled. In fact, his last 3 starts, or his last 2 starts, so 18 games, 3 of those have not been starts. Only 15 starts on the season. This is his first start since the All-Star break. Before the All-Star break, he had 2 starts, both were not good, which is why he was out of the starting rotation. Against Kia, 7 on the ninth. He threw 3.1 innings, 71 pitches, 38 for strikes, gave up 3 hits, 4 walks, and 3 runs. Before that, he faced Kia another time, 3.2 innings, 73 pitches, 46 strikes, 5 hits, 3 walks, and gave up 3 runs. So he was the big expensive off-season acquisition for Hanwha. Both of their off-season acquisitions have been, how do you say, not good. We'll just say that. We'll be gentle. Not good. But Shin Min Jae will lead things off for the old LG Twins. Oops, sorry about that. All right, Shin Min Jae DHing today, not playing second base as they've got Kubon Hyuk over there. First pitch is in there for a strike. He does have a sidearm delivery, almost a submarine delivery. As that is fouled away, and it's 0-2. So Song Baek on the season against lefties. A lefty's hitting 311 against them, 5 home runs. A righty's hitting 341 against him with 6 home runs. He's given up 11 home runs in only 69 innings. So the 0-2 is slapped foul, and it stays 0-2. So he is obviously pitching in Jamshil today, which is a little bit more pitcher-friendly park than some of the others in the league. So he should have a little bit of advantage there. But LG also has 3 of the best power hitters in the league in Austin Dean, Moon Bo Gyung, and Pak Dong Won, as that runs way inside, and that's ball 1. Song Baek really struggles with command. 39 walks in those 69 innings. Shin Min Jae only hitting a 500 against Song Baek. As Mary Kate's dream is coming true right before your very eyes as the 1-2 pitch comes up. EJ Wan holds the glove right down the middle, and that is a slapped away foul. Stays 1-2. Shin Min Jae has had himself a turnaround season. Was really struggling earlier in the season. Has moved up into the top of the lineup and has, I would say, been one of the best leadoff batters in the league between him and Song Sung Moon, 2 of the best hit leadoff batters in the league. As the 1-2 is grounded but gets foul, and the LG ball boy will get off his chair and walk a little bit. Song Baek, again, a side armor. So side armors usually do not feature a 4. Thank you, Babe White and Cheese, as that's fouled away. And another pitch coming up. 7 pitches so far. But Song Baek, again, a sidearm delivery. So most of the side armors, there's a few sidearm starters. Pretty much all of them feature a changeup first. He features changeup 38% of the time, 129 kilometers an hour. He does throw hard for a side armor. His 4-seam fastball, 37% of the time, as that was way up. And 143 from his 4-seam fastball. Off of that, does throw a slider and a curveball, both of those about 6 or 7% of the time. So not going to feature too many of those. Mainly it's going to be a changeup fastball from that sidearm delivery, as the 2-2 pitch is fouled away again. And this is a perfect start for Hanwha, or for LG. Perfect, as here comes the 10th pitch of the first at-bats for LG. All righty, here comes pitch number 10 to Shin Min Jae. Sets up right down the middle again, and that's way outside. We've got our first full count of the day. 10 pitches already. being an absolute thorn in the side in Sung Bay, because here comes pitch number 11, the 3-2 pitch, and another foul. No, I have no idea what the most pitches ever thrown are. I do know that the MLB most pitches was Jaime Barria, who did pitch for Hanwha last year. Panamanian? Panamanian? We'll say that. Panamanian right-hander. I remember 20 pitches in his debut to Brandon Belt. All righty, here we go. Pitch number 12, the 3-2 pitch. That's up down the middle again, and another foul. Shin-Min Jae is going to get a fine from the KBO for using all the game balls in the first at-bats. Yelling at himself because he's swinging at ball 4, but he'll get another chance. Here comes the 3-2. Sets up a little farther on the outside this time, and another foul. 13 pitches, ladies and gentlemen. Pitch number 14 coming up, unless, of course, you get a pitch clock violation. That would be fitting. That would be a true KBO fashion to strike out or walk. And it's not exactly how Hanwha drew this game up, I don't think. All right, the 3-2, and that's going to be a single up the middle, as both leadoff hitters have earned themselves on base, this time in a 14-pitch at-bat for Shin-Min Jae, as that, ladies and gentlemen, is a beautiful start for LG. This would be another point where, yeah, they're going to bunt and absolutely waste the fact that he just threw 14 pitches. Got to get that bunt down in the first inning, otherwise the game doesn't count. I believe that is in the official rule book. I'm waiting for mine to come in. I ordered one from the KBO. All right. So, and now he throws over. He's still trying to get him out as he throws over to first to try to pick him off. I did have some KFC the other night. And I had some beer and taco, or burger, taco and burger. Burger, taco, burger. What's the name of that? Is it beer and? Yeah. If we count the 2 pickoffs, he's now at 16 pitches trying to get Shin-Min Jae out. Burger and taco, yeah. And he steals the base. Not gonna bunt now, as the stolen base by Shin-Min Jae is pretty much just said, Hanwha, you guys are mine, and yeah. Oh, a Moon Sung-ju not swinging at that. A check fake swing. The throw sailed up to a right field side, or the first base side of second. Otherwise, he gets him. Yeah, Hanwha is able to throw guys out only when Moon Dong-ju, Ponce, and Weiss are out on the mound. Yes, here comes the 0-1 pitch to Moon Sung-ju as he fouls away ball 1, and it's 0-2. Yeah, you better just go straight to the source, man. A friend of mine on Instagram posted the lineups, the difference between the lineups for Hanwha and LG yesterday. And she's like, I don't know why I'm a Hanwha fan. Yeah, it's 3 guys hitting under 200. As the 0-2 swing and a miss on the outside corner. And he gets his first strikeout of the day. 1 away. Gets him on the old slider, a spinny, spinny slider. "14 pitches to Shin-Min Jae, only 3 to Moon Sung-ju. That's going to bring up Austin Dean, though. Austin Dean, ding, ding, ding. 280 on the season, and he has been an absolute terror since he came back, as that is filed away. Austin in the second half, hitting 412 as his wife and son look on. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Sets up way up high, and he fouls that one out of play also, and it's 0-2. I don't know where you're going to get those 4 homers from. Home Song Baek, this is one of the many innings he struggles in. Opponents hitting 328 against him in the first inning, as that's a swing, and he just gets a piece of it. Well, I'll wait to give you the stat that I saw whenever I was prepping for the game, as EJ Wan again forgets that his job is a catcher, not a ball dropper, and drops the foul from Austin Dean. He'll get another chance here. Yeah, this is another 0-2 pitch. 20 pitches now from Song Baek. And that one is crushed. And they're just going to watch it go. Goodbye, baseball. That's his one home run. I honestly thought that when I was reading that, this needs to be a 4-homer game, and I thought it was going to say from Austin. But that, ladies and gentlemen, clears the bases. And like I said at the beginning, he gives up a lot of home runs, ladies and gentlemen. He was second in the league last year. He's given up 11 in 69 innings. That's now is 12 in 69 innings. Moon Bo-kyung now steps in. And that misses up high, and it's 1-0. Hanwha's best chance at a victory in this game was not to play it, as that misses inside, and it's 2-0. He played in one game against LG this year. 3.86 ERA, gave up 2 runs, 1 homer, as the 2-0 is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 2-1. Again, so he gave up 2 runs, but LG hit a 353 against him, as that one is fouled away. 2-2 now. And again, I also said righties hitting 341 against him. 6 home runs on the season. That's now home run number 7 for the righties. 25 pitches from Song Baek. And the 2-2 is fouled away, and another pitch coming up. Hanwha is going to need a bit of a miracle to be able to pull this game out. And the 2-2 is lifted up. That's going to tail, but get out of, nope, not out of play, but it will get foul, and it stays 2-2. Austin with his first home run of the second half. Thank you, whoever's throwing up the hearts. huge home run as LG is trying to pull away in these standings. And thank you, whoever's doing that. Another 3-2 pitch coming up. Kiwi, are you a little jealous of his uniform? It's okay. You can say it. Welcome, sir. Just in time to watch Omsong Baek walk Moonbo Gyeon. And well, reminder, guys, that he has gotten an out already in this game. He has gotten one out. One inning, or sorry, 0.1 inning, a strikeout, a walk, 2 hits, and 2 runs. Again, courtesy of the big swing by Austin Dean. I gotta keep my I gotta make sure to keep my sound effect board up every time we see him. 164 off of the bats. All right, Kim Hyun-soo now steps in and looks at strike one at the top of the zone. Homsung Baek out there sweating bullets. Kiwi, I almost put for Homsung Baek's name, I almost put BP Tusu, as that he goes down and lifts that one to Liberato, and that will be 2 away. All right, OG1 steps in. Can't say anything bad about him. He might sue me. So that one is up high. I want to know. 227 on the season for the on again, off again shortstop. And the 1-0 is in there for a strike. And Moonbo Gyeong with a stolen base. Moonbo Gyeong showing the absolute wheels, ladies and gentlemen. Third stolen base on the season for the big guy. Yeah, he sued somebody. I mean, it was more than just saying something bad, but yeah, he did. He sued a fan who was saying something. Well, advantage for Hanwha is Lote's not playing today, as that misses inside. 3-1. So Hanwha at least won't lose a whole game on that Lote. Moonbo Gyeong at second, OG1 in the batter's box, a 3-1 count, 36th pitch of the inning for Omsung Baek. And another foul runs the count full, 3-2, third full count of this inning for LG. They've got a single and a walk so far in the first 2 of them. And the 3-2 is slapped over the left or the third baseman's glove. Moonbo Gyeong slams on third base and will come around to score as another hits and another on a full counts as they have now been on base on all three full counts as LG puts up another one 3-0. 900th career RBI for OG1. Let me check. I doubt it. They usually don't in the middle of a series. It's usually always the first of the series unless someone's hurt. All right, that brings up number 7, Pak Dong Won, or sorry, the 27, the number 7 batter, as Mr. Full Swing fouls that one straight back. 38 pitches now for Om Song Baek, not 39. I accidentally hit it a couple times there. Pak Dong Won at 260 on the season. And here comes the 0-1 pitch, sets up on the outside, and that is low. Ball 1, no, 1-0. Elsewhere around the league, both both teams, both other games almost done with the second inning. Here comes pitch number 40 from Om Song Baek. Sets up on the outside, but checks over on OG1 instead. Kiwi, imagine if you paid to go to this game. And that's, oh, it backs up over on the outside corner. Pak Dong Won had given up on it. I got to quit hitting the pitch button. Probably just fix that. There we go. As that is in the dirt, and it's 2-2. I have to imagine that Jo Dong-wook will be coming in next inning. Never mind, nobody is warming up. Even the broadcast is thinking the same thing I am. As the 2-2 is way up high, runs the count full. That's the 4th full count of this inning. Kiwi, I blame Hanwha's poor performance on the booth. That's a body language of a guy that does not want to be out there, ladies and gentlemen. And the 3-2 is way outside, and he walks him. Ex-manager, every time he watches Hanwha, they lose. That brings up the number 8 hitter, Gubon Hyuk. There, I got mine. I got him going as Gubon Hyuk lifts that one Liberato under it, though, and 3 away. That's a 45-minute inning, ladies and gentlemen, is finally over. As they put up 3 on a single, a 2-run shot, a walk, a stolen base, a single, a walk, and a lot of pitches. We'll go to the second inning. It's 3-0 LG. Was that who that was? I thought that was the bullpen catcher. I didn't think Jung Woo Ju was that big. Oh, okay, yeah, because I was like, that one guy is definitely a big boy. I don't think so. I didn't really look at any of his stats. His 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, in 2 innings. All right, so Weesby's bats, ladies and gentlemen, on top of the second here. Eugene Young leading things off, and looks at just strike one. Oh, Eugene Young should have a good game if history repeats itself at all. Chirinos struggles against the number 6 hitter in the lineup, as that is fouled away, and it's now 0-2. Oh, number 6 hitters hitting a 314, and in the second inning, opponents hitting 274 against them. As that one is way over in the other batter's box, and it's 1-2. Oh, Eugene Young, 272, is really falling off a cliff. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop makes a nice play. Back to his feet, throws him out at first, and that's one away. That brings up Kiwi's favorite Avenger. Yeah, now Wong Young Mook, chopper back to the pitcher, grabs it, throws, and that's one away, 2 away. You were too slow, Kiwi, too slow. That brings up the ever dangerous EJ Wong. Chirinos has a pretty big glove for a pitcher, as that's just misses low, ball one. EJ Wan hitting a very fearsome 194 on the season. He does have a triple, though, as that misses inside, and it's 2-0. And the 2-0 in there for a strike, 2-1. And right down the middle for strike two, 2-2. Morimoto. Kiwi, who's Morimoto? And the 2-2 pitch sets up right down the middle, and a swing and a miss. That's the first strikeout of the day for Chirinos, as he goes a 1-2-3, as he throws 10 whole pitches, ladies and gentlemen. 1-2-3, and just like that, we're going to the bottom of the seconds. It's 3-0 LG. That's why he doesn't get to play as much anymore, because he doesn't have a Korean cartoon on his arm. Well, on the bright side for Hanwha, they didn't leave anybody on base. Let's see. I gotta double check. Well, they're number 2 seed now. NGNF, how's Vegas? Are you still in Vegas, or did you go back to the Rocky Mountain lifestyle? LG will have their 912 coming up. I keep reading about how dead Vegas is, how there's nobody there at all. Kiwi's thinking the exact same thing. All right, so we're back. Bottom of the second, Pake Mean. Between the battle of 1-2 versus 9-10. Do you leave the casino? As that is outside. Ball 1. Song Beck still out there. 1-0 to Pake Mean, every Hanwha fan's favorites, as he pulls the bunts back, and it's now 2-0. Yeah, another 2-0 is right down the middle, 2-1. Cosmo. I've never heard of Cosmo. And the 2-1 is going to be a ground ball right back up the middle. And the first inning continues for the LG Twins, as they've got the leadoff hitter on base again. And at this point, Hanwha's got to think maybe it's time to get a different pitcher out there. So again, I lived in Vegas for like 6 months. I didn't like it, but every time I've ever gone, we always stayed at the Hooters, because $3 blackjack, and it's right next to the MGM. As Shin-Min Jae steps in, 14 pitch at bat in his first inning, and then stole a base and came around to score. Pake Mean, definitely somebody is definitely going to be stealing a base here. Yeah, I've never heard of Cosmo or the Cosmopolitan. Is it a name change? Yeah, we stayed at Hooters because it was right next to the MGM. They had $3 blackjack, and the pool's open 24 hours. But again, I lived in Vegas until 2010, 2009 and 2010. I think I lived in Vegas. That was the last time I went back. That's going to be a out. Ooh, calling him safe. I think he was out. I thought he was out. Yeah, but at least it's dry hot. That is one bonus. I thought he was out. We'll check. Nope, he is safe. Great call by the second base umpire. Another stolen base. That's the third stolen base of the day for Hanwha, or for for LG. As Hanwha once again loses another replay challenge. 51st pitch for Onsong Beck coming up to the 2-0, and he bunts it into the netting behind him. And it's 2-1. And a 14 pitch first at bats, and then a single, and then he wasn't done there. Checked on him twice over at first, and then after that, he stole a base on him. As they're gonna put down a bunt again. Nope, he pulls it back, and that's gonna be ball 3, 3-1. Shinmin J letting the flow come out the back of the old helmets. So where he gets all of his power. As that's in there for a strike, a 3-2. Fifth full count of the day is Joe Mook. There's the guy that I thought would actually be starting this inning. As the 3-2 is a walk. Not even close. Hanwha fans trying to see if they can get a refund. No, I think that's cool runnings. I think you were right. All right, runner on first and second for Moonsung Ju. 295 on the season, struck out in his first at bats, 0 for 1 on the day. Kiwi ain't got no iPhone. That misses up high, ball 1. Kiwi's wife would kill him. Yeah, and the 1-0 pitch misses up high, 2-0. He's not missing by much on those last 2 pitches, but he is missing. Thank you, whoever did that. Here we go, the 2-0 pitch. Sets up right down the middle, and it goes right down the middle. 2-1. Oh, Moon Sung Ju again, part of my all stance team, the all batting stance team. And sets up right down the middle and throws it up over his head, but he swings and misses, and it's 2-2. He was a day late on that. and a Catholic school nun. As the 2-2 pitch sets up right down the middle, and that is going to be into the gap. That's going to be trouble. That's going to score at least one as it rolls to the wall. As Moon Sung Ju puts another 2 runs in. As ladies and gentlemen, that should be it for him. But again, who knows? The manager's an idiot. As the LG water guns are going off in the first base side as he smiles as he pokes that one. And it's a 1-2. I can't count because that lady's head's in the way, but rolls all to the wall as he is in standing up at second with 2 RBIs. It's crazy, you know. As that'll be it for Omsung Baek. He almost gets 4 outs, ladies and gentlemen, before we're gonna have a new pitcher. Almost gets 4 outs. Good Lord. That was an excellent off-season acquisition for Hanwha's front office. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for Omsung Baek. His line is not done yet, though. Joe Dong-wook will come in. 1 inning, 59 pitches, 37 for strikes, 5 hits, 1 homer, 3 walks, 1 strikeouts, 5 runs, but he is responsible for the runner on second base. We are again just started the bottom of the seconds. It's already 5-0 LG. Kium, they're up 1-0 against Doosan. They've got a runner on the seconds also, with nobody out in the bottom of the third. And then KT is up 3-1 against Samsung in the top of the fourth. The other 2 games, Kia and NC and SSG and LG or Lotte were both canceled because of rain, and they were actually canceled on time, as in actually early. All right, Austin Dean now looks at strike 1 from Joe Dong-wook. As that is a slapped foul. Yeah, no 1-2. Who's on the mound for Doosan? Che Min Sheik, I think. Yeah, Che Min Sheik. Let's look at the both bullpens are rested, so I don't know. Both bullpens are pretty bad. And here comes the 0-2 is 안녕하세요. 롯데 신화. 내일 아니요. 내일 롯데 경기 안 돼요. 다음 주말 아마 삼성 대 롯데 경기 중계 방송할 거예요. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Austin, 283 on the season, 2-run shots in the last inning. Lotte Shina. And the 1-2 is a chopper to the second baseman, grabs it, throws to first, and that is 1 away. But Moon Sung Ju heads on over to third base for Moon Bo-kyung. And Jo Dong-wook might be starting next week on the Friday. It's on NC, I think, right? Yeah. And that misses low, ball one. Jodo Nook here. I'd like to see the numbers, Kiwi, between games that EJ Wan starts versus games that Che Wan or Che Hoon starts, and see what the record is for Hanwha. As that's going to be a ground ball, but foul. Heads up play by Che Sung there. Let that go foul so that the run isn't able to score. He's really good at giving Austin Dean an extra swing. All right, it's the 1-1 pitch now. Moon Sung Chu over to third base, trying to get another run this inning, and that is way outside. Ball two. A catcher who, yeah, I mean, let's call him a dropper or something. Start as that is ripped over the head of Wong Young Mook. Is he going to be into second base? No, he's just going to have an RBI single and another run for the old LG Twins as Moonbo Young comes through with an RBI single. Just absolutely destroying. Good Lord, ladies and gentlemen, somebody make it stop. Kiwi, I just thought about the best nickname for the best nickname for EJ Wan. As that's misses and it's ball one to Kim Yun Soo. Kim Yun Soo flew out to center field in his first at bat, so 0 for 1 on the day. As that is lifted up, hooking foul. Moon Hyun Bin given chase, but EDM. I'm going to start calling him EDM. I'll see if you can make the connection. All right, the 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball through the right side, and Moonbo Young is going to head over to second base. And back-to-back singles is now got runners on first and second. But in EDM, you're always waiting for the beat to drop, right? With EJ Wan, you're always waiting for the ball to drop. Or maybe we could call him Times Square. Call him Times Square, always waiting for the ball to drop. As that is in there for a strike, 0-1. OG Wan, RBI single in his first at bats. 1 for 1 on the day. Gonna get a. Oh, as the 0-1 fouls that one into his foot. Make sure Kiwi, make sure you walk with your phone out here so that everyone can see it. Everyone can see you streaming. Enjoy the old Yongshi, Gongshi. And the 0-2, did he go around? He did, and that's going to be a strikeouts. And 2 away now. 안녕하세요. Smooth Aho. 29. All righty, here we go. 14 pitches now from Jo Dong-wook as Pak Dong-won is going to greet him. Pak Dong-won, he walked in his first at bat and looks at ball one on the outside there. Want to know? 아, 근데 이 경기 너무 좋아요. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And the 1-0 pitch is going to be a ground ball right to the shortstop, throws it to second, and that will be 3 away. But they get 3 more runs, ladies and gentlemen, on a single, a walk, a double, a single, and a single. And we'll go to the third inning. It's 6-0 LG. Good Lord. 근데 네, 한화는 네, 네, 근데 한화는 전반기 구원 투수 너무 많이 사용했어요. 그래서 후반기 그 계속 blown save 받고 근데 역전패 계속해요. 네, 맞아요. 그, 그 한화 감독 때문에 계속 같은 투수 사용해요. All right, Hanwha will have their 9-1. Oops, wrong side. The 9-1-2 hitters coming up. Shimu Jun and Sona Sup and Liberato. Chirino's out on the mound. Shimu Jun at 204 on the season and looks at ball one outside. 1-0. Let's see. 네. 근데 어제 that misses low. 2-1. 어제는 어떤 구원 투수 사용했어요. 장현식, 유영찬, 함덕주, as that's going to be a soft chopper to the shortstop, grabs it, throws, and that's 1 away. That flips the lineup back over for Hanwha as Sona Sup will step into bat. 네, 근데 한화 감독, LG 감독, KT 감독 다 비슷해요. As, that is in there for strike to Sona Sup. 항상 같은 불펜 투수, 구원 투수 사용해요. Swing and a miss there from Sona Sup. Sona Sup 1 for 1 on the day, singled in his first at bat, went over to third on the Moonhyun Ben single, but was stranded over there. Actually, no, sorry, he was thrown out at home. As that's in the dirt, 1-2 now from Chirinos. 33 pitches now for him. That almost hits him. Uh, and Moonbo Young tries to make the sliding catch into the bullpen, but not able to make it, and that'll stay 2-2. LG 감독은 요즘 옛날 스타일 계속했는데 항상 번트하고 도루하고 아 도루 실패 주자. As the 2-2 pitch is going to be a chopper, shortstop makes the play, throws to first, and that's 2 away. Kiwi, that would require you to get somebody on base. All right, so that's going to bring up Liberato. Liberato flew out to right in his first at bats. Looks at strike one, and it's 0-1. You need multiple people on base, I think. As the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be a chopper. Short second baseman that grabs it, a quick throw, and that's 3 away, 3 up, 3 down as we go to the bottom of the third. It's 6-0. LG. 네. 아직 홍창기 없어요. LG는 허난데스 발출해서 새로운 투수 어때요? 네. 새로운 투수 이름이 뭐예요? NGNF, Kiwi, do you know what the new LG's pitcher's name is? Is that one Murphy? Yeah, Tolhurst. Tolhurst. Yeah, Tolhurst. Yes, that was the one that held his cat up in the preview or the signing or whatever. All right, Gubon Yak will lead things off for LG. Godong is still out there. And first pitch is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. 271 on the season for Gubon Yak. He flew out to center field in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. 네. 보통 첫 번째, 두 번째 선발하면 근데 정말 좋아요. As the 0-1 is lifted up into right field, under it is Ejin Young, and that's 1 away. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, LG has been retired. Their first batter has been retired for the first time today. That brings up a Pake Min. Pake Min A single, a stolen base, and a run scored in his last at bats. And that misses low. Ball one, 1-0. And that is in the dirt. It's a 2-1. 네, 그리고 LG 선수 가을 야구 많이 했어요. 한화 선수 한 번도 안 했어요. As the 2-1 pitch is fouled away and it stays moves to 2-2. So the LG players have been in the playoffs many times. Hanwha's players really haven't, outside of number 16 Che Jae-hoon, EJ Won, Chan Sung, I guess Shimu Jun. They haven't played in the playoffs. Is another single there by Park Hae-min into right field, and he is on base for the second time today as they flip that lineup back over to Shin Min Jae. 네, 저는 한국에 처음 왔을 때 LG 정말 잘못했는데 근데 요즘 잘해요. Alrighty, Park Hae-min over at first base. Already two singles now. A stolen base. Shin Min Jae is chops that one, but foul, and it's 0-1. Shin Min Jae, the 14 pitch at bat in his first at bats. He says, "Don't steal." As the 0-1 is a chopped foul, and it's 0-2. The manager gives him the "don't steal" sign. 네. 저는 2024년 처음 왔을 때 is, the 0-2 is up high, 1-2. Yeah, another 1-2 pitch here. Sets up on the outside. And he lays off of it. They check over there, but I don't think he went. He did not. And it's 2-2. Nah. Ooh. Hanwha's manager's upset with that check swing. He should be upset that he put Sung Baek in the starting lineup. And so here we go. The 2-2 pitch. Talking to himself, checking his blood pressure. Yeah, another 2-2 is a chopped foul. 네, 2022년 KT 승리했어요. 우승했어요. 2023년 LG 대 KT. 근데 작년 키아 대 샘성. All right, the 2-2 pitch slapped foul, and it stays at 2-2. Park Hae-min normally would be on second base already. And that's misses up, and a 3-2 count. Another full count. Third full count of the day for Shin-Min Jae. This is his third at-bat in the third inning, and he's had 3 full counts. Nah. Yeah, this is the 3-2 is up high, but slapped foul. 이천 14년부터 한화 시즌권이 있었어요. 그래서 2014년, 2018년부터 한화 시즌권이 있었어요. 근데 그년 SK 우승했어요. As the 3-2 misses inside and he walks him. Third time he has been on base. Second time he's been on base via the walk. Moon Sung-ju steps in. Last time he was in this situation, he doubled and scored 2. Here we go. Moon Sung-ju 1 for 2 on the day, and that's misses way outside 1-0. Still just 1 out here. 네, Shin-Min Jae 갑자기 홍창기처럼 해요. As that misses way up high 2-0. Yeah, another 2-0 pitch in there for a strike, a 2-1. 네. 홍창기 가을 야구 돌아와요. 맞아요? As the 2-1 pitch to Moon Sung-ju, and that's going to be another single up the middle. I don't think they're going to send him home, as they are going to keep him there, and he is on base for the second time. And now the bases are loaded for the guy that already hit 1 out of the park today, Austin Dean. 네. Austin Dean steps in, the bases loaded. Already up 6-0. Already has a 2-run shot on the day. And the first pitch is outside, ball 1, 1-0. With the bases loaded, he's 2 for 5. Doesn't have a home run yet, though. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. That is a slapped foul. 1-1. And they hey, Austin Dean 만루 home run 없어요. No home runs, but again, 2 for 5, hitting a 400. As we'll have a mound visit here. Nope, we're going to have ourselves a pitching change. Another pitching change. Another pitching change, ladies and gentlemen. Kim Jong-soo comes in to pitch now for Hanwha. Hanwha already on their third pitcher. Austin Dean, Samluta. Austin Dean, the Tong. Samluta, you said? 작년에 세게 2023년 4개 있었어요. 네. 그 LG는 2018년 비슷해요. 근데 전반기 2회, 근데 후반기 9회. or GUI. Elsewhere around the league, there are some other baseball games going. As Kim Jong-soo is out on the mound now. 1-0 is Hume, but Doosan's got the bases loaded with 2 outs in the top of the fifth. Bottom of the fifth, KT's up 3-1 with a runner on second and 2 outs. All righty, here we go. Kim Jong-soo out on the mound now to face Austin Dean. And the 1-1 pitch in the dirts. 2-1. 스물아홉 솔에 있어요? 그때 다른 도시에 있어요. And the 2-1 pitch sets up on the inside and almost hits him. 왜 경기 안 갔어요? Austin Dean does not look happy as he almost gets hit. As EJ Wan says, throw it in the dirt. So he's not going to be able to stop it if he does. 3-1 is lifted up into right field. Eugene Young going to make the catch, and that's going to score a run. They'll move him over to third base, and sacrifice fly to right field. Scores another one as LG adds another run. Park Min comes home to score. Shin Min Jae moves over to third. Moon Sung Ju will hang out at first. And 2 away now. Nah. All right, Moonbo Young steps in. He walked in his first at-bat, stole a base, and scored a run and an RBI single in his last at-bat. And that's up high, ball 1. 보통 매년 70경기 보러 가는데 올해 한 번 더 안 갔어요. As that's Moonbo Moon Treasure. Files that away, 1-1 now. 5 pitches for Kim Jong-soo. Moonbo Young, a 473 WAR. He's second in the league, only behind An Hyun Min. Bomun San. Chirinos just hanging out, waiting to play again as the 1-1 pitch runs way inside, almost hits him. And it's 2-1. And the 2-1 is going to be lifted, and that's going to be trouble. Nope, E. Jean Young under it. And that will be 3 away. They leave 2 more on. They've left 6 on already. but they get another one on the sacrifice fly from Austin Dean. We'll go to the fourth inning. It's all LG. And it's not particularly even close. Hanwha will have their 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. As again, Chirino's just enjoying his nice little day as he continues to just have all kinds of time. Nah. 근데 LG 내일 선발 투수 누구예요? 손주영? 손주영 새로운 톨허스트. 아, 네. 근데 LG 한화는 문동주 선발하는데 보통 문동주 일요일 경기 선발하면 잘 못해요. 그래서 아마 내일 스위퍼 할 거예요. 할 것 같아요. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the top of the fourth now. Coming up, maybe if they ever leave the commercial break. Chirinos, again, just having a nice, lovely little Saturday. Maybe a little Bed Bath and Beyond. I don't know, maybe. Chirino's coming out for the fourth inning. He's got 38 total pitches. And that misses inside, though, in ball one. 아, 진짜요? As the 1-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. 아마 다음 주 비 많이 오는데 아마 3경기, 4경기밖에 못해요. As the 1-0 is low, 2-1. 138 there on the gun for Chirinos. 41 pitches for him, 16 in the first, 10 in the second, 12 in the third, and that misses inside 3-1. All the weight might be hurting him a little bit. As that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop grabs it, throws, and that's 1 away. 아마 데이션밖에 된. 근데 이거 하늘색 비비비비비비 수요일, 목요일, 금요일, 토요일. So that's in there for strike 0-1. Two points, one ground out to fly out is that's there would be a fly out. A pop fly, second baseman in front of Austin Dean makes the catch, and that's 2 away. Brings up El Captain Silver Starfish. Cheyenne Song, a 5-3 ground out in his first at bats. 0 for 1 on the day. And first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Song swing and a miss. Oh, into is now. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sets up on his knees and misses up high, 1-2. 151 on the gun there. Chirinos doesn't throw particularly hard. He actually leads with his two seam. Throws his two seam more than anyone else. And fouls that one. 1-2 now. 근데 그거 대전에 저는 대전에 살아요. And the 1-2 pitch is lifted up into the air. Pakemin coming over and under it. That's Lee. 3 away. 1-2-3. Once again, go the Hanwha Eagles, and we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 7-0. 네. Let's see. They'll have the number 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up for LG. 아니요. 근데 그냥 KBO. 근데 이거 다 모든 팀 유니폼 있어요. 근데 이제 LG 유니폼. 네. 그래서 한화 유니폼, 삼성, NC, Kia, LG, KT, Hyundai Unicorns, All-Star Jun, SSG, Lotte, Kia 다 있어요. 근데 모든 있어요. 이거 NC Dinos 2021년 경기장 방문했을 때 그거 받았어요. Alrighty, let's see here now. We've got the bottom of the fourth up. Kim Hyun-soo leads things off. Kim Jong-soo out there still. 7 hits for him. 네. 근데 한국에서도 야구해요. 그 사회 야구. As that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Here we go. 309 for Kim Hyun-soo. Singled in his last at bats. 1 for 2 on the day as that one misses outside. 1-1. Nah. And the 1-1 pitch now sets up on the outside just above the knees, and the 1-1 pitch misses low. 2-1. Kim Jong-soo, third pitcher for Hanwha. Again, Om Sang-baek started the first inning, threw 44 pitches in that first inning, giving up 3 runs. Came out for the second inning, but wasn't able to do anything as Kim Hyun-soo turns on that, and that is going to be off of the wall, and Kim Hyun-soo is going to be on second base with a leadoff double. And once again, LG with a leadoff runner on base. Nah. $3,800 bases now, fifth in the league, or fifth in KBO history. 2,500 hits just yesterday. That was his fourth in KBO history. And OG1 is first pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kim Hyun-soo. As that just misses low. 1-1. Sonos up, thinking to himself, man, what have I done? I came and the team fell apart. Yeah, the 1-1 pitch now to OG1, 1 for 2. RBI single in his first at bat, struck out in his second at bat, and that is way up at his eyes. Ball 2, 2-1. Kim Jong-soo is absolutely dripping in sweats. Is it that hot in Seoul right now? 26 feels like 28. I don't know. The 2-1 pitch. That's misses low, 3-1. Again, you had the second inning where Jo Dong-wook came out, ended up giving up some issues as the LG cheerleaders. And that is going to be a ground ball right to Cheon Sung, but that'll move him over. And right like that, so they've got a runner in on third base now. 제이슨 어, 시즌 시작하기 전에 제 생각엔 3위, 3등, LG는 3등. 근데 요즘 타자 정말 잘 했어요. As that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. And 손승기 정말 잘 했어요. As the 0-1 pitch, he goes down to his knees, fouls that away, and it's 0-2. In just one out, Park Dong-won does strike out quite a bit. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He walked in his first at-bats, and then a 6-4 ground out in his second at-bats. 0-2 pitch here. All he's got to do is put one into the outfield. And that's not going to do it. Is a swing and a miss as he swings at a pitch up at his eyes. Swung at a pitch down by his feet. Swung at a pitch up by his eyes. And that's 2 away. Kiwi, you out at the old Gong, the old Yongshi Chukje? And that misses up high. 1-0. That brings up Gubon Hyuk. Gubon Hyuk 0 for 2 on the day. A fly out to center, a fly out to right. He is one of 2 players without a hit today. He's the only player that has not been on base. And the 1-0 misses up high. 2-0. And Shin Min Jae's been on base all 3 times. Moon Sung Ju's been on base twice. Austin Dean's at the 2-run shots. Moon Bo Young's been on base twice. Kim Yun Soo's been on base twice. OG Wan's been on base once. So Park Dong Won walked in his first at bat. Park Hae Min is 2 for 2, as that is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. 네. 잘 먹었어요. And fouls that one away. It's 2-2. Eagle. 23 pitches now for Kim Jong-soo, the 2-2 pitch. Kim Yan-soo 90 feet away, and that is slapped foul. Stays 2-2, 147 on the gun there for Kim Jong-soo. And as again, Hanwha is running into some huge pitcher issues. NGNF, I hope you took the over on that. It's now 2-3. As the 2-2 pitch is fouled away again, giving the LG fans some souvenirs, making sure that they are fed well. And the 2-2 pitch is knee in the pitch con. Says throw it in the dirt in front, says the 2-2 pitch. He throws it in the dirt in front, but it's a ball. And another full count for LG. They've had a full count in each inning. They had 4 full counts in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and now 1 in the fourth. They have been on base with all 6 full counts. 4 walks and 2 singles as the 3-2 pitch fouled away on ball 4 up at his eyes, but we'll once again have another pitch. 27 pitches now for Kim Jong-soo, who came in to face Austin Dean, got Austin Dean to sacrifice fly, got him a flyout, but that's where the Twins got their 7th run. As here comes the 3-2 pitch, way up high, ball 4. They have now been on base with every single full count that they've had, ladies and gentlemen. Every single full count. Hakemi now steps in. 5 walks. All 5 walks have come on a full count. I don't think I've ever seen this before. As he steps off the mound. 28 pitches now. Hakemi 2 for 2 on the day. 2 singles, a stolen base, a run scored. And that's a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. This game is slowly creeping along. All the other games getting ready for the second half, as that's another strike right down the middle. This time 145 on the gun from Kim Jong-soo. Here we go, 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss there, and for the first time today, they do not score a run. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th, or we'll go to the top of the 5th. It's a 7-0. LG. They have left 8 on, too. Eight runners left on, and they're still up 7-0. As Chirinos is going to get himself a another little inning here. Sitting nicely for him. He's getting plenty of time in between. Only sitting at 50 pitches through 4 innings for him. 16 pitches in the first, 10 in the second, 12 in the third, and 12 more in the 5th or the 4th. So just at 50 pitches, 1, 2, 3, the last 3 innings. He's actually retired the last 11 batters he's faced. All right, what do we got here, ladies and gentlemen? Hanwha will have their 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up. So we should be coming back now. Top of the 5th. Top. There we go. As first pitch is outside, 1-0. Whoops, wrong side. Eugene Young 0 for 1 on the day, 6-3 ground out as he bounces that in the dirts too, and it's 2-0. Kim Chang-gyu 9-3, Chirinos 9-4, Sonju Young 9-6, Song Seung-gi 9-5. He is trying to be the first LG pitcher, as that's a swing and a miss on ball 3, and it's 2-1. He's trying to be the first LG pitcher to get 10 wins on the season. The other, obviously, was Hernandez, who is no longer with the team. As the 2-1 misses way outside, 3-1. Also, again, I talked about it the last time I broadcast. Again, it's brought up now because Hernandez is gone. There was three re-signings in the KBO that I was very, very, very surprised with, as the 3-1 misses inside and he walks him. Five pitches, all balls, and they've got a base runner, ladies and gentlemen. So there were three pitchers, three re-signings that I was very, very surprised at. Uh, the three re-signings were all pitchers: Dennis Reyes, Cuevas, and then Hernandez for LG. The reason why I was very surprised is because the regular season they did not pitch well. They did not pitch well at all, as that is in there for a strike to Wang Young Mook. They, to me, they didn't pitch well enough to be re-signed. They were all three re-signed. They were all three re-signed because they had very, very, very good playoff performances. As that's another pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Those playoff performances were way, way better than their regular season performances. All three were re-signed. All three have now been released and replaced. As here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be a chopper back to the pitcher, throws over to first, and that's one away. Second time he has chopped it back to Chirinos. Does move Eugene Young over to first or over to second base though, and that's one away. That brings up EJ Wong. And Chirinos leads the league in ground outs, fly outs percentage, or ratio, I guess you would probably a better word. As that is a swing and a miss. Not going to be hitting any triples on that swing, Kiwi. 192 on the season. Yeah, and the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Kiwi, how's the old festival? Is it happening? Is it popping? Should I make my way over there after this game? As the 0-2 is he grounds it into his foot. Ah, you gonna go on a Sunday? Is it still raining out? Yeah, and the 0-2 pitch. That is a weird looking fly ball as he flies out to left field. It looked like he had nothing behind it, but he's jogging off. I'm not entirely sure what that swing was. As two away now, brings up a Shimu Jun. I really don't know what that swing was, honestly. No, Shimu Jun 0 for 1 on the day, 6-3 ground out to lead off the third inning. Nope, Ito Yoon comes in and singles to the right field. Eugene Young will come around to score, and just like that, Hanwha has a run, ladies and gentlemen. Hanwha is on the board, courtesy of an Ito Yoon single. That's what happens when you let the young guys play, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happens when you let the young guys play. Ito Yoon pinch hits a single. As Sonos up steps in now. Looks at ball one, 1-0. And outside at 2-0. It looks like a mound visit, maybe. They're laughing and giggling. Probably talking about where they're going to go for dinner after this. Yeah, definitely. He does have 0 homers on the season. He's been waiting for this moment. Down 6 with a runner on first and top of the 5th. Really waiting for this moment to get his first home run, as that's 2-1 now. Yeah, another 2-1 pitch. Just catches the outside at 2-2. Yeah, another 2-2 pitch. Misses way outside, runs the count full. First full count of the day for Hanwha, ladies and gentlemen. First full count of the day for Hanwha. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That will end the 5th inning for Hanwha. They do get a run, ladies and gentlemen. They get a run. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 7-1 LG. Congratulations, Kiwi. Your team did not get shut out. Yeah, right back. I mean, just you got them right where you want them, really. Uh, LG is lulled into a sense of an impending win. LG will have their 1, 2, 3 hitters coming up, as Shinmin J leading things off for them. We'll see how Shinmin J does when he hasn't gotten to bat for a whole inning. Now, this will be his 4th at bat in 5 innings. As the Pake Mean strikeout in the 4th inning kept him from coming up in the first 4 innings for 4 times. Na 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 na. Kim Jong-soo still out there as the first pitch is right down the middle. Strike 1, 0-1 to Shinmin J. Shinmin J singled, stole a base, scored a run in his first at bat, walked and scored a run in his second at bat, and walked in his third at bat, and that's his ball 1. An Chi Hong at second base, ladies and gentlemen. Ito Yoon over at the second. An Chi Hong and that's going to be a fly ball. Liberato jumps at it, but it's not able to make the catch. Shinmin J is going to round second and head to third, and he is going to be sliding into third with a leadoff triple. As Liberato wasn't able to make the play. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the second most exciting play in the game. A lovely triple. Takes the 1-1 pitch away. Liberato doesn't get a great move on it as he jumps at the last minute, but goes over his head and rolls to the wall. Shinmin J hustling out of the box and could have been standing up at third. All right, Moon Sung Ju steps in now. First pitch is fouled away, and it's 0-1. Well, yeah, I mean, he's still got to get a double in there. Look at that flow coming out of the back of the helmet. That's where his power comes from, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Moon Sung Ju, 2 for 3 on the day. Struck out in his first at bat, 2 RBI double in his second, and a single in his third. Slaps that one away, and it's 0-2. Well, I guess that answers how he does whenever he hasn't gotten to bat for a full inning. As here comes the 0-2 pitch, sets up right at the waist and lifts that one. That's going to be a little bit of trouble. Moon Hyun Bin makes the catch. Shinmin J is going to tag up, come home, and safe. As that was not very deep, but Moon Hyun Bin still makes the catch and is not able to get it. As that, ladies and gentlemen, makes it 8-1. No Shiwan ended up having to cut that. It was way over up the foul side of the plate, and that misses way up high. 1-0 to Austin Dean. Moon Sung Ju's like, oh, thanks, man. Thanks for scoring because I did not hit that very hard. Not only that, it doesn't go as an at bat, and that is in there for a strike as it just barely catches the top of the zone. And that misses inside. It's 2-1. And Austin Dean lifts that one up out into the outfield. Is An Chi Hong. He makes the play. And that's 2 away. Kim Jong-soo making his case for a spot in the rotation, I guess, as Moon Bo-kyung steps in now. Nice curveball in there for strike. Yeah, and it's 0-1. Moon Bo-kyung walked in his first at-bat, stole a base, scored a run, RBI single in his second at-bat, and a fly out to right in his second as that one misses inside 1-1 now. 44 pitches. He's, yeah, might as well start him. As the 1-1 pitch sets up on the outside just at the knees, and that is in the dirt. 2-1. Yeah, it's got to be either him or Jo Dong-wook. Kim Jong-soo is older, so maybe he'll get the starts. As the 2-1, a swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Sets up a right down the middle. Chops it, but foul. Yeah. Lee Tae-yong gets another start. Catches him looking. That, ladies and gentlemen, will be the end of the fifth. We'll take a little bit of a break as it's 8-1 LG. All right, I guess we're back. As Tolhurst is getting all the attention. Now, Liberato is going to send one to left field. That's going to one hop into the wall, and he is going to be on base with a leadoff double. Yeah, here it comes. I waiting for this is the thing with Chirinos is his first 5 innings are pretty good. In the 6th inning, opponents are hitting 355 against him, and in the 8th inning or the 7th inning, opponents are hitting 300 against him. Now Moonhyun Bin now steps in. And that's in there for a strike on the outside corner. And the 0-1 pitch just misses the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-1. 318 on the season for Moonhyun Bin. 1 for 2 on the day. Singled in the first inning, but was left on base. And a 6-3 ground out also. He definitely went around there, and it's 1-2. And another 1-2 pitch. That's going to be chopped, but foul. 79 pitches now for Chirinos. As a 100 pitch guy, 90 to 100 pitches. Last game he threw 100 pitches. Game before that he threw 101 pitches, 89, 76, and 99. So not going to be much over 100 pitches. And at this point, so with a 7-run lead, there's no points in it. As the 1-2 was swing and a miss on his second strikeout of the day. As 1 away now. He's not a big strikeout guy. 103 strikeouts in 123 innings. He did have 6 strikeouts in 6 innings against Hanwha. The one time that he's faced him, gave up a 1 run in 6 innings, but did not factor into the decision. And that brings up a Noshiwan. 0 for 2 on the day. Broke his bat there. The bat went farther than the ball. Is Moonbo Young in foul territory? Catches it, and that's 2 away. The ball went all the way to the out of the infield dirt, and on now 2 away. Chey Sung steps in now. There we go. A leadoff double by Liberato, and well, not much sense. Chey Sung steps in now, 0 for 2 on the day, as he looks at to strike 1, and it's 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch, that's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. Grabs it, throws across, and that's is 3 away as they go 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position on that play, that inning. And well, we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's all LG. Yeah. Well, I showed you his batting average against the the top 2 teams. It was not a pretty sight. That, ladies and gentlemen, was not a good inning, despite the leadoff double, as he only threw 10 pitches again. He's at two 10-pitch innings and two 12-pitch innings. 79 pitches through 6 innings is LG's starter versus Hanwha, who is. Are they going to send Kim Jong-soo back out there? Is the question. Kim Yun-soo will be done. Park Kwon-woo will take over for him. And misses up high. Kim Jong-soo still out there. So I guess that tells you, Kiwi, he's starting the next game, as that is going to be lifted into left field. But Moon Hyun Bin under it, and one away. Yes. Well, if Ong Song Baek is your closer, then I don't know what to tell you. 안녕하세요. 돌아왔어요. As OG Wan looks at just strike one on the inside corner, and it's on 1. Again, this is only the this is only the second inning that LG has not had the leadoff batter on. As that misses outside, 1-1. I wonder what his pitch count limit is. Is that is fouled away, 53 now. No, the 1-2 pitch sets up on the inside in the dirt, and it's 2-2. I don't think he has started a game for him before. He's at 3 innings now. And misses outside, runs the count full, 3-2. Second full count of the day for OG Wan. A single in his first at bats. On a full count. And that's misses up high, and that's ball 4. That brings up the number 7 hitter, Pak Dong Won. We'll see if we get a pinch hitter here. Nope. Is Jung Woo-ju looking on, getting ready in the bullpen. Pak Dong Won will get a chance to hit here. Chaewon Young takes over on the base pass for OG Wan. And first pitch is fouled back, but will not be playable, as that's now 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Popped up, but gets out of play again, and it's 0-2. Park Dong-won did walk in his first at bats. All LG players have been on base. Park Dong-won and Gu Bon-hyuk have yet to get a hit, though. He walked in his first at bat, a 6-4 ground out, and a strikeout. And here comes the 0-2 pitch, sets up way up high. That one lifted into the air, right fielder coming in and makes the catch for 2 outs. That brings up a Gubon Hyuk. 59 pitches for Kim Jong-soo. Is, looks like maybe we've got something going on. As he backs back off of the back of the mound. Now he's back up on it. Well, Gubon Hyuk, 0 for 2 on the day, flew out to center field, flew out to right, and walked in his last at bats. Here comes the first pitch, and it's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And pitch number 60 from Kim Jong-soo. Gubon Hyuk, a 270 on the season. I imagine he'll head on over to shorts as Chaewon Young will head into the outfield as Vats is in there for a strike, 0-2. Oh, I imagine Chaewon Young will head into left field, and then Gubon Hyuk will head over to shorts because Vats is fouled away. I'm not entirely sure who Park Kwon-woo is. He is a outfielder, so maybe he'll go out there. And he goes around, and that's going to be third out. They get a walk, but 0 for 2 with the runners on base after that. And we'll go to the 7th inning. LG with a 7-run lead. They've left 9 runners on now. Hanwha will have their number 6 hitter coming up, Eugene Young. And obviously, there'll be some changes for LG defensively. Looks like Kium is up 4-3, bottom of the 7th there. And KT and Samsung still sitting at 3-1. But KT's got runners on first and third with 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th there. As far as this game goes, if LG is able to hold on to win, that means that no matter what, at the end of this week, LG will be in first place. Lotte 6 back of LG. They are 4 back of Hanwha. So they would be 3.5 back of Hanwha if the score to this game ends up holding as it is. Yeah, just absolutely ridiculous. Like crazy, crazy. That's why he went to the MLB. That's why he's called the Korean monster. As Eugene Young looks at strike one at the bottom of the zone. Eugene Young walked in his last at bat and came around to score. He is the one Hanwha run. As the 0-1 misses up high, and it's 1-1. Again, opponents hitting 300 against Chirinos in the 7th inning. And that's going to be a chopper up the middle. That's going to be trouble. They're not going to make a play, and then it's going to roll into center field. And he is on base for the 2nd time today. That was just a difficult play. Eugene Young runs well. Gubon Hyuk over at his shorts. And then Chun Sung-oh, yesterday's hero, over at a second base. So Chaewon Young does move into left field. I'll get to those things changed for you. And the first pitch is a ball, 1-0. Chun Sung Ho. Yeah, Nan Chi Hong now gets his first at bat of the day, took over defensively. That's 2-0 now. And trying to get this changed up. And that's in there for a strike, 2-1. Again, Gubong Hyuk. Fouls that one away, 2-2. There we go. I think it's all adjusted and fixed now. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He sounded like he got a piece of it, but this catcher catches the ball. That brings up EJ Wan. EJ Wan of yesterday's double play fame. As that's going to be a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Second baseman and shortstop weren't over at second in time, so he has to go to first. And that will be 2 away. The runner will move up to second base. He wanted to turn 2. Yep, should have been another one. Is exactly right. Probably still could have been one. Two away now. That brings up Lee Do-yoon. Oh, yeah, especially with EJ Wan running as that's in there for a strike. EJ Wan is not known for his anything, as Lee Do-yoon had an RBI single in his only at bat today, as that misses up high, 1-1. Another 1-1 pitch sets up on the outside corner to Lee Do-yoon and swing and a misses. It's swing to the pitch outside the zone. 1-2 now. Kim Young-woo warming up in the LG bullpen of number 67 fame. Yeah, now the 1-2 pitch way up high. Tried to get him to chase that same thing. 150 on that one. So still plenty of gas left in the tank for Chirinos. Hong Sang-baek looking on at what might be his last start of the season. As that is fouled away, as he looked like he might have been counting how many hits he gave up. Maybe he was counting how many runs he gave up. The 2-2 pitch, that's going to be a chopper. First baseman grabs it, underhand toss to Chirinos and gets him. Pitcher's fielding practice taking shape, ladies and gentlemen, as they are going to check the replay. They might be close. It was a foot race between Lee Do-yoon and Chirinos as Austin Dean came way off the bag to make that play. Well, if Hanwha's challenging it, it's probably not getting turned over or overturned. I think they're what, some like 16% or something. Out. Once again, Hanwha loses a challenge and is wrong. That's what happens when your manager still can't even use a flip phone. We'll go to the bottom of the seventh. It's LG. They've been very, very good on calls. As Hanwha once again leaves another runner on base. That should be it for Chirinos on the day. Let's see. KT holds on to get the win, a 3-1. As Jesus will get himself a win. 8 innings from Jesus, 104 pitches, 4 hits, gave up 1 run. It was a home run to Diaz, but who hasn't given up a home run to Diaz? 4 hits, 9 strikeouts, no walks. Gets the win over Garabito, who gives up 3 runs, gave up a home run to Jang Jin Hyuk of super awesome handsome fame. A 3-run shots gets KT the win. As why not throw Kim Jong Soo out there for another inning, ladies and gentlemen? Why not? Hake Min will lead things off for LG. We'll have the 9-1-2 hitters coming up. 63 pitches for Kim Jong Soo. First pitch is fouled away. EJ Wan gives chase, but gets out of play, and it's 0-1. Final line for Chirinos, or at least it should be 7 innings, 94 pitches, 64 for strikes, 5 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and 1 earned run. That 1 walk is what did him in for the shutouts. And the 0-1 in there for a strike on the outside corner. 0-2. Oops, wrong side. And the 0-2 pitch, that's going to be a ground ball through the right side. And again, LG has the leadoff runner on base. Third hit of the day for Paque Min. Single in his first at bat, stole a base, scored a run, single run scored, a strikeout, and now a third single. As that will flip the lineup back over. Shinmin Jae will come up to bat. He's already been on base 4 times today. And they'll have a pinch runner for Paque Min. As they basically clear the benches at this point. Chase Min will pinch run. Alrighty. And the first pitch is a ball. Pitch number 67, ladies and gentlemen. Best pitch in the game. Shinmin Jae, 2 for 2 on the day. Walked or singled, stole a base, scored a run in his first at bat. A walk and a run scored in his second. That's going to be ripped right back up the middle, and he is on base for the 5th time today, ladies and gentlemen. The 5th time today. Somebody is seeing the ball well. Right back up the middle. 2 singles, 2 walks, and a triple. 3 runs scored so far. Good thing he's DHing and doesn't have to play in the field because he has got to be tired from running all over this one. As here comes Moon Sung Ju. Sacrifice fly in his last at bats, a strikeout, an RBI, 2 RBI double, a run scored, a single, and then the sacrifice RBI, sacrifice fly to left field in his last at bats, and looks at strike one there. 0-1. And the 0-1 is lifted up into the air. Left fielder going back under it, and that will be a catch that will tag up though, and that will move both runners up a base. Heads up base running as Moon Hyun Bin had to catch that going back, and they were able to advance a base now. "70 pitches from Kim Jong-soo, and that will be it for him. 4+ innings for him, as that'll be it. He will probably end up starting next week on Friday. We'll have a new pitcher here to face Austin Dean is Jung-woo Ju. Will come in. Should be about time for Hanwha to unload their bench too. Jung-woo Ju comes out. He'll face Austin Dean. Austin Dean seems to be getting a lot of the new pitchers. Oh, let's see. Looks like Doosan takes the late lead, 5-4 on a Kang Sung Ho 2-run shot in the top of the 8th. Kang Sung Ho is back for Doosan, and he has been playing well. And since the return, he's been playing well the last couple days. I guess Shin Min Jae is done. Is Austin Dean now? First pitch is fouled away. It's amazing what happens when you have a dugout that's enjoying themselves. Not an uptight manager. And the 0-1 pitch sets up way outside, and he throws it outside, 1-1. Austin Dean, a 1-for-4 or 1-for-3 on the day. A 2-run shot in the first to give LG the lead. 4-3 ground out, a sacrifice fly to right to give them their 7th run, and then a pop up to the second baseman. And that is fouled away. 1-2, 152 on the gun there. Hard to believe it's just the bottom of the seventh as all the other games are winding down. No 1-2 pitch. Runs way up and in. Austin Dean is way off of the plates. And EJ Wan is set up in the left-handed batter's box. Yeah, another 2-2 swings at ball three, fouled away. He'll stay 2-2. And another 2-2 pitch. Lays off of it, says it's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And that's 2 away. Big strikeout looking. EJ Wan almost dropped the ball again. Somebody needs to get him a better glove or something. All right, Moonbogue Young misses outside, 1-0. Moonbogue Young walked in his first at bat, stole a base, scored a run, RBI single in his second, flew out to right in his third, and then a strikeout back in the fifth inning. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss there. 1-1. 152 on the gun there. 293 now on the season after his 1-for-3 day. Needs to get some Gorilla Glue or something to that tee up on his helmet as his logo is coming off. The cap insignia on that his batting helmet is fouled away there, and it's 1-2. I'd be hiding my face too. Yeah, the 1-2 swing and a miss on a pitch off the plates. 2 strikeouts. It gets LG as they leave 2 more on. They've left 11 on base so far today, but they've got themselves an 8-1 lead as we go to the 8th inning. Man, 8 runners left on, or 11 runners left on, but they still have a 7-run lead. Five for 16 with the runners in scoring position. 7 for 22 with runners on base. So should be getting a first look at the LG bullpen. I can't imagine Chirinos will come back out. No, it should be Kim Young-woo. No, Chaewon Young goes into center field. Chae Sung-min goes to left. Chirinos is done. E.G. Gong will take over on the mound. No, Chae Sung-min goes to left. Chaewon Young goes to center. As Sonos up steps in and looks at the ball one up high, 1-0. Sonos up 1 for 3 on the day, singled in his first at bat to lead off the game. As that is going to be foul. 1-1. As the Hanwha cheer is going on in my ear. Hey, that rhymed again. And that just misses over the zone, and it's now 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch, that's going to be a ground ball right to the second baseman, throws to first, and that's 2 away, 1 away. Air humps. That's what we always called it, air humping time. What is that? What is that whole dance there? Liberato steps in. He fouls away. That's first pitch, 0-1. Uh oh. Ah, and the 0-1. That's swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. 243. That is not good. Liberato is third in the league and or third on the team in WAR. He is above the person he replaced, who is still in the top 5. Is that is lifted up. Chaewon Young over and under it though, and that is a lot of speed in the outfield, ladies and gentlemen. That's 2 away now. Is that brings up Moon Hyun Bin. You see just how that the center fielder just glided right where the ball was going to land. And Moon Hyun Bin looks at the ball one in the dirt. It's 1-0. Moon Hyun Bin 1 for 3 on the day. 317 on the season for the left fielder, and the 1-0 misses outside, and it's 2-0. And Hanwha had a great start to this game. A leadoff single by Sonas Sup. Then a single by Moon Hyun Bin put runners at first and third with just one out, and the 4-5 hitters coming up as that's going to be through past the diving second baseman, and he's on base for the second time today. But no Shiwan, a 5-2 ground out, is grounded to the third baseman. A great play by Moon Bo-kyung to come home, throw home, get Sonas up at home. And then Cheon Song, a 5-3 ground out, ended that whole threat in the first inning. And from that point on, it was over. As that curve misses way up high. 1-0. No Shiwan, average down to 235. As he is one of the 5 worst players offensively on the season as he fouls that one, and it's 1-1. Of the 5 of qualified players, he is I think he's third to last. I saw his stats that it was the 5 worst qualified batters, and he was in the 5. He was in the middle of it. I don't know if it was in random order or not, but needless to say, he has not been doing well. LG fan in the middle of the Hanwha fans there. 2 LG fans in the middle of the Hanwha fans. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. What uniform is that, Kiwi? Oh, never mind. That's an LG uniform. Swing and a miss. As they once again go hitless with runners on base. They're 2 for 11 on the day as we go to the bottom of the eighth. It's 8-1 LG. They've left us 6 on. It has not been a good day for the old Hanwha Eagles. So LG will have 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up, but Chun Sung Woo will get his first at bat. Chaewon Young will get his first at bat, and Pak Dong Won. I almost believe that Pak Dong Won will get a possibly a pinch hit. Elsewhere, looks like Kium is threatening. They've got a runner on second base, bottom of the first, or with 1 out in the bottom of the eighth. Is again Doosan's up 5-4, but that game is slowly going on. Well, Kenny, that's what happens when you start the guy that has a ERA over 6 that they way overpaid for in the offseason. Yeah, right. Chun Sung Oo or Chung Sung Ho, sorry, as that misses way outside, ball 1. He is the hit the game winner yesterday, hitting 232 on the season. Hmm. And that misses outside. Apparently, there was a strike somewhere in there. I don't know if it was a foul, it was a swinging strike, it was a looking strike. I don't know what it was because they were showing another highlight from yesterday. Jung Ju, 13 pitches now. And 2-1 is a foul to straight back. Jung Ju, a couple strikeouts came in to pitch. Moon Sung Ju got a flyout and then a couple strikeouts. Yeah, they do. As the 2-2 is fouled away, stays 2-2. Hanwha's bullpen looks like it's ready to implode as the Hanwha fans are exiting, trying to go get some good dinner reservations. And the 2-2 pitch fouled away again. Just a mass exodus of Hanwha fans over on the third base side right now. And the 2-2 pitch sets up right at the knees. That's going to be a ground ball right back up the middle. And he continues off right where he was yesterday. And again, LG with the leadoff batter on base. Chaewon Young steps in now. Will they bunt? Will they bunt with a 7-run lead in the 8th inning? LG does have the worst manager in the league. Oh, looks like Liberato is out and Iwan Suk is into center field. No Shiwan is out. Ito Yoon is over at third. Number 16 is over at short. As Jung Woo Ju will get himself some new Dusty. Now that's right down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Fouls that one away, 0-2. And I think I've just about got it fixed. Yeah, now that misses up high, 1-2. And 0-2 is ripped through the left field, and that is going to be another hit. That brings up a Pak Dong-wan. Again, Pak Dong-wan and Gu Bon-hyuk are the only two LG starters without a hit. Pak Dong-wan 0 for 3 on the day. Walked in his first at bat, 6-4 ground out, strikeout, fly out to right, swing, and that is got a piece of it, but it's strike one. I think I hit that one too many times. I did. And here comes the 0-1 to pitch to Pak Dong-wan. Sets up on the outside corner just above the knees, and he throws it in the other batter's box, 1-1. 151 there. Pak Dong-wan, second in the league for Posu or catcher war. Just ahead of Che Jae-hoon, who's been sitting on the bench the whole day. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Misses way outside again, 2-1. Another 2-1 pitch sets up at the knees on the outside again, and that just catches the bottom of the zone. 2-2. And they are going right back to where they were yesterday. And this sits up on the outside, catches him looking again. Same exact thing that he did yesterday, and that's is one away as it brings up Gu Bon-hyuk. Leadoff triple by Cade in the top of the ninth. And Gu Bon-hyuk looks at strike one on the curveball. Jung Woo Ju now 3 strikeouts. Fouls that one away. 0-2 now. Again, gave up a leadoff single to Park Hae-min. Sorry, to Chun Sung-woo, and then another single to Chae Wan-young. Got the strikeout to Pak Dong-wan, and now he's got an 0-2 count to Gu Bon-hyuk. Yeah, no, that is fouled away. 151, though. He's now at 29 pitches. See how many more he can throw. And fouls that one off again. 30 pitches now. He doesn't have much left in the tank. Hanwha just trying to not send out the big three in hopes of a much closer game tomorrow. As here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that just misses outside. 1-2. And 1-2 sets up on the outside just above the knees, and he misses just over the top of the strike zone. And it's 2-2. He is hanging out on the outside corner today. The 2-2 pitch. That is fouled away as that one was right down the middle. 33 pitches now for Jung-Woo Ju. Eighth pitch of this at bats. And he slaps it foul again. 14 pitches for Shin-Min Jae to start the at bats for LG. Now here you've got a 9-pitch at bats coming up as Chirinos is putting his dextro energy drinky thing together. Somebody get that man a funnel as that's a check swing, but it's fouled away as it almost hit him still. And we'll have a 10-pitch at bat now. Kenny, can Lotte take over second place from Hanwha? And the 2-2 pitch way outside, 3-2. This will be it, ladies and gentlemen. Both runners, I guess they won't be running, only one out, but this is the 9th full counts for LG today. The 9th full count. So here comes the 3-2 pitch. Fouled up. Nope, lifted into right field. Under it, makes the catch. He will not tag up, though. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the first time today. First time today that LG has been retired on a full count. Nine full counts on the day. 2 singles, 6 walks, and a flyout. Chase Sung-min now steps in. He is 0 for the day over the 0 for the season as he swings at first pitch. He is 0 for 1. He's only had 1 at bat on the season, but it was not an hit. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Getting his first at bat on the day is that is fouled away, and it's now 0-2. Bouncing around in the Hanwha fan cheer section since most of them is vacated to the subways. Yeah, and the 0-2 pitch sets up at the waist. And a swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts for Jung-Woo Ju. As we will go to the 9th inning, Hanwha's got to get 7 runs before they get to 3 outs. As LG leaves 2 more on base. They've left Team on base so far today. I say so far because we never know. This is the KBO. I've seen crazier things than 7 runs in 1 inning. I have seen crazier things. Hanwha will have their 5, 6, 7 hitters leading things off. Chan Sung, Lee Jin Young, and Chi Hong will attempt to get the rally started for Hanwha. Pak Myung Gun will come out onto the mound for LG. It's never been. 4.54 ERA, 38 games, 3 wins, 4 losses, 4 saves, 10 holds. He was the closer for a little bit, but really started to struggle. And so coming in now in a 8-7 run game in the 9th inning, hoping to not turn this into a save situation for LG. Chan Sung will lead things off. He's 0 for 3 on the day, 5-3 ground out, a fly out to center, and a 5-3 ground out says that is in there for a strike, 0-1. 303 now on the season for the captain, the former LG twin himself. Captain Patrick Silver Starfish, as that is ripped but into the netting, and that's will be a souvenir for a Hanwha fan. Got a new pitcher or catcher behind the plates also. As Iju Hun takes over back behind the plates. That one is fouled away. And the 0-2 pitch way, way up high. Ball one. And another 1-2 is ripped, but once again foul as that bounces around, and he'll get himself a new piece of wood. As it stays 1-2. Chan Song left LG, came to Hanwha, a huge, I believe, 6-year contract. And right after that, LG wins the championship. Then he's sitting pretty in first place by 5 games with Hanwha, trying to bring Hanwha their second championship, their first of the millennia. But Hanwha is just not had a good week, as that one is filed away and it stays 1-2. On Tuesday, they had a 2-0 lead, then gave up 5 runs in the 8th to lose 5-2. On Tuesday or Wednesday, they had a 5-0 lead and then gave up 3 runs in the 9th to just barely hold on with a 5-4 win. And then in the Thursday, they had a 4-0 lead and gave up 5 runs in the last 3 innings. And then last night, they had a 1-run lead and ended up giving up a walk-off. Oops, wrong side. So right now, the way it's looking, Hanwha is going to be 1-4 on the week, or 1 for 4. Yeah, and the 2-2 is fouled away. 8 pitches now for Pak Myung Gun. As Chan Sung is trying to wear him out, gets Hanwha fans still in attendance. They were able to finally get a ticket to a game, so they're gonna make sure that they're able to watch it. As that one is lifted up, that's gonna be trouble, or the right fielder under it though, and that's one away. That means the 4 and 5 hitters 0 for 8 on the day. And Eugene Young has been on base twice today, but looks at ball one there, 1-0. Eugene Young, 6-3 ground out, a walk, a run scored. He's the only Hanwha run, and then a single to lead off the 7th inning, but was stranded on the bases again as the 1-0 is in there for strike, and it's 1-1. Hanwha has had some base runners, not obviously not the amount that LG has had. They've left 6 runners on base. As, that one is fouled away as he swings at ball 2, 1-2. And they left 2 on in the first. I talked about that earlier. They had runners on first and third with with 1 out, and the 4 or 5 hitters coming up. And then they didn't. They went 1, 2, 3 in the second, third, and fourth. But since then, they've had base runners each inning. As the 1-2 is going to be grounded past the third baseman. They'll probably give him a hit on that as he rounds first and he'll head to second. And he is on base for the 3rd time today. That should be an error. In any other league, that is an error, but in the KBO, they're probably going to give him a double. All right, An Chi Hong steps in. He's 0 for 1 on the day, struck out in his only at bat so far. And that just misses on the inside, and it's 1-0. And Hong rocking the specs, hoping to turn around his season as the 1-0 just catches the outside corner, 1-1. And Hong hitting a robust 175 coming into today's game. Yeah, no, the 1-1 way outside there, 2-1. Park Myung Gun has a very strange windup. He looks all the way over to the first base side. Yeah, no, that's grounded, but it's foul, and it's 2-2. 174 now on the season is what the stats say after his 0 for 1 performance today. Not a lot of offense down at the bottom of this Hanwha lineup. Han Chi Hong below 200, EJ Wan below 200, Shimu Jun probably below 200 now. As here comes the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball right to the second baseman. Rose to first, and that's 2 away as Eugene Young heads on over to third base. Rings up EJ Wan. Hanwha down to their final outs. Pak Myung Gun, 18 pitches. You will get EJ Wan. Nope, you'll get Kim Tae Yun pinch hitting here. Swing and a miss there on one. Kim Tae Yun, 266 on the season. And that misses outside, 1-1. Kim Tae-yeon really hits well in the leadoff spot, also in the sixth spot. So they now that they've have Sonos up, it really pushes him down to the sixth spots. But they want Lee Jin Young in that sixth spot. They want Lee Jin Young in right field. So Kim Tae-yeon is once again the odd man out, kind of like Ito Yoon. It continues to get forced out of playing time, but despite the fact that his playing time and his performance has earned him rights to play. As here comes the 2-1 pitch, sets up right at the waist. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Second baseman grabs it off the bag and throws over. And that will be the end of the game as Hanwha once again goes over with runners in scoring position. They end the day 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position. That's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Hanwha once again loses their fourth loss of the week as LG is just trying to build that lead up in first place back up to where it was at the start of the season. So Hanwha, I mean, Hanwha started the game off well. Again, they had a leadoff hit by Sonos up. Then a single by Moon Bin moved him over to third base. So they had runners on first and third with No Shiwan and Cheon Sung coming up. But a 5-2 ground out, a ground ball to the third baseman who came home to get Sonos up. And then a ground out by Cheon Sung ruined that first inning. From there, Om Sung Baek on the mound. Om Sung Baek is just not good. I talked about it on Reddit if you ever over there. I said Hanwha is going to get spanked because Om Sung Baek is on the mound. And sure enough, Om Sung Baek is on the mound. And he got beat up for 6 runs. 5 hits, a home run, including Shin Min Jae in the first inning, single, stolen base, and then came around to score on the 2-run shot by Austin Dean. That was the game. At that point, that was the game. But they added another run on a Moon Bo-kyung walk, and then he stole a base. Came around to score on the RBI single by OG Wan. Chirinos pitched extremely well on the day. He went 7 innings, ended up giving up 5 hits, 1 walk. That 1 walk was Lee Jin Young, who came around to score once they had Ito Yoon pinch hit. So the bottom of the lineup for Hanwha, once again, absolutely awful. 7, 8, 9, 0 for 2 for Wang Young Mook, 0 for 2 for An Chi Hong, 0 for 3 for OJ Wan, 0 for 1 for Kim Tae-yeon, 0 for 1 from Shimu Jun. They did actually get a hit from Ito Yoon, who was pinch hitting, though. Middle of the lineup, No Shiwan 0 for 4, and then Cheon Sung 0 for 4. Just really, the offense for Hanwha is just not very good at all. And when they face better pitching, it ends up just being the same. Important thing here is that is the 7th win for LG. LG is now 7-4-1 against Hanwha. Again, they only play each other 16 times. So, as of right now, if LG gets one more win, they would hold tiebreakers against Hanwha. And as you guys know, it's a very important tiebreakers in the KBO because it's a ladder format. So important thing there tomorrow will be Sonju Young versus Moon Dong-ju. Moon Dong-ju did pitch really well on Monday. Again, that blown save uh, for Hanwha, despite the fact that he pitched 7 innings, I think 9 strikeouts and maybe 2 hits or something like that. Pitched extremely well, but Hanwha ended up taking the loss as the bullpen started their blowups on Tuesday. So he does not pitch well on Sunday. Song Ju Young on the mound, left-handed pitcher. Hanwha does not hit lefties well. So a very, very big chance that LG could end up with the sweep tomorrow and put Hanwha 4 games down in the standings and possibly only a game and a half or so ahead of Lotte in third spot. So very, very important game tomorrow for Hanwha. They've got to get a win, salvage something as they have Lotte next week. Luckily for Hanwha, they have Lotte against they're playing in Doosan, or sorry, in Daejeon, not down in Busan, where they're absolutely awful in Busan. Uh, LG next week. LG is going to have KT, but then over the weekend, LG has SSG and Hanwha has NC. So, uh, yeah, very important game tomorrow for Hanwha and for LG. LG would love to get a sweep and put themselves way ahead of Hanwha so that they can have plenty of rest for the Korean series. Again, Hanwha not really in a situation where they're worried about falling out of the playoff spots, but there is a pretty big chance that they're going to fall out of this top 2 spots if their offense doesn't suddenly magically start hitting the ball, and more importantly, their bullpen somehow uh, get some power back because they're probably completely worn out as all of them have thrown way too many innings. But LG gets an easy win, 8-1. Not really any doubts throughout the whole game. Then elsewhere, Doosan ends up getting a 6-4 win against Kium. And KT, again, that's a really quick game. That KT game at 2 hours, 27 minutes. They end up getting the victory over Samsung. Samsung now 13, 14 games, something like that, out of first. They are way, way down there in the playoffs. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the 2 o'clock game. Just want to remind you guys, 2 o'clock game tomorrow will be Kium and Doosan. They are in the dome, so you don't have to worry about any rain or anything like that. And for those of you watching in the States or anywhere else, the 2 p.m. game is the only game at that time. And I know you guys prefer the 2 o'clock game. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock for the Doosan versus Kium game. And as always, until next time.